Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris Blair and welcome back to the 13 Tech channel. Today we're going to be making a Sofaygo type beat based off his recent album Pink Hearts. The track we're going to be basing this off of is actually going to be track number 2 called Out. Now, when I made this beat, I was heavily inspired in listening to the track to try to figure out how the sound selection worked and everything. So I mean, that's something I definitely recommend if you're ever trying to learn how to make a beat or learn how to make a certain style, is just listen to something and use it as a reference track while you're making the rest of the beat. But I don't recommend you using that product that you made unless it's completely different by the end as your own. You should never try to steal something from someone else, but you can always try to remake something in order to learn from that. So that's really what I'm going for here today. It's going to be really similar to the melody, just transposed a little bit. I probably won't do anything with this beat. I just want to show you guys how to make something like this. So let's get right into this video. But before we do, make sure you guys check out our website. We're going to be dropping a free kit here soon, as well as check out the Discord. We got plenty of cool stuff going on. We got tons of beat challenges, beat battles. So make sure you check that out. We got a sick community. And if you guys are in the Discord, leave a comment down below. Let them know who's repping. And let's get right into this. Alright, so here's the finished beat here. I'm going to get into the sound selection here. Let's start with the melody. First element of the melody would be this flat screen. And for the melody, you guys are going to like this. Besides a couple expand things that I just used for some brass and a bass and serum, if you can get a bass sound than brass, everything else I used was actually stock sounds. So this is kind of cool. And here is the pattern. So for this ARP, I picked this flat screen sound here in Flex. And I actually, now hearing it, kind of want to take down all the reverb. So this is the part that's really similar to the original melody of the song. I just changed a couple notes and then made this second part go up half an octave, but I was listening along to that, and it really is just super repetitive with the different notes, a couple different notes changing. On the 1, 3, 5, and 7, it's super emphasized, and it's a different note, and that's a really important note I noticed while making that. The next sound is going to be these Juno strings, also in Flex, just as some background stuff. And then these two sounds I couldn't decide on one, so I just layered them together. Actually, not this one, sorry. This sound is a background sound I use to kind of add some low end and some something else, but also adds a little bit of a kind of attack on there. It sounds really cool when everything's dropping. And for the next sound, this one and the next sound I kind of layered together in the final product. So that sounds a little more tinny, and here's the other one. And together they're gonna sound like this. For those, I just couldn't decide on one, and ended up just stacking them. So it's gonna be the JX8 Polybrass preset in Flex, and then this Open Brass preset in Expand. And for the bass, I just used my Earthquake bass from my Mosh Pit Serum kit, and this is what that sounds like. And I have the glide on, so it moves from note to note. And all together, here's what the melody is going to sound like. So now let's get into the drums here. So for the drums, I use this Holy Land 808 from the Filthy kit, Filthy Lucrative kit, and here's what that's going to sound like. And then for a second 808, I used a Z808. Same pattern, just following the root notes. Same notes the bass we're on. And I have this kick here. It's going to be just a rack kick pretty much. And the way I have it is it actually kind of goes a little more frequently than the 808. So here's what that would sound like. Super simple on the clap, you know. Just have an extra clap here. And here's the hats. There's a lot of rolls in the original track. I try to match like the similar areas of them. So here's the pattern I got. But basically, yeah, just some rolls using 3rd step, 6th step, and then just doing like a little bit of like the triple bounce every once in a little yeet bounce there. But here's what that's gonna sound like. Also playing at the velocity, so it's not consistent. And on the hi-hats, that's the only drum I have any processing on. It's going to be Soft Clipper, Reverb, EQ2, and Fruity Delay 3. And there's this snare that's in the track that's really interesting. I tried to replicate it. It sounded kind of like a lower down chop snare, but here's what I got. And I also had the cymbal for the drop here. And so I did do some variation on the chop snare, and I have it hit twice because in the track they had like the drops interesting. It has like this chop on it, so I tried to replicate it by just chopping the 808 right here on the clap. Basically, here's all the drums together with that little cut in the bounce to make a little variation between this part of the 808s as well. And then with this 808 sounds like this. Alright, and so that's all the sounds for the beat. As far as structuring goes, I just did like an intro here. Then this is going to be like the drop. Normally with beats, you'd probably want to just do like a drop or intro, not both, but this beat's really, it was the first track with drums on the album. So it's going to be, has a longer intro, so I just kind of replicated that, added a drop or a transition here. And like I said, I cut that 808 to make it like a different bounce on the intro here. So it's going to be intro, hook, chorus, pre-chorus kind of thing. And then this is the hook chorus right here, actually. Do that for 16 bars, and then we're going to do a 16-bar verse, followed by the intro, pre-chorus again, and then just follow it again, 16, 16, and get yourself an outro. And that's what I did for the structuring there. Now as far as everything else, you can do some variation on different parts. So I cut out like the hats at the beginning here. You know, you can even do some stuff like have like a pause on everything, like here. That might sound cool. Yeah, so something like that. A cool pause always works. And then just my tag, transition from my friend TF's kit, this dropper from Cody's kit, and that's pretty much it for everything. I just did some automation on the low end because during the verse on the song, like the high end's really cut out, and that's the entire beat as far as sound selection goes. Alright, and I'm going to play the final beat here now. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Make sure you comment down below also what other songs on the album you want to see us make beats similar to. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you let us know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Chris out.